some time ago, my friend Kwekwajimendia on Facebook, check him out. Right, he's a very good photographer, but very controversial also. Yeah. So he made a post about how people tend to dwell their energies on people who weren't there for them when they started their business and all that. And I agree with him, rather than focusing on how successful our business is or how far we've come with our business, we tend to dwell on shading those who weren't there with us from the beginning and the rest. But then it brought to light a theory I've always loved since I got to know of that theory. And it's a theory propounded that explains how ideas and things spread over time, through a population. So I'm going to briefly talk about it and see how it plays out in our social life. So the diffusion of innovation theory was propounded by E.M. Rogers in the year 1962. All right, and this theory talks about how innovation, that is ideas or technology or goods, tend to spread throughout a population over a period of time, and mostly this is based on various socio-economic variables such as sex, age, income, personal beliefs, religion, level of education. All those things come to play. All right, ideologies come to play in how fast or how soon people adopt an innovation, a technology, or a theory. Okay, and so by this theory, we have 5 categories of people within the society, and these are investors or innovators. We have the early adopters or early adapters. We have the early majority, the late majority, and then the laggards. All right. So in this video, I'm going to tell you how each of us fit into this category, and then at the end of the day, you have a fair assessment whether you're a business person or not. You have a fair assessment of where you lie or where you fall. All right, so let's get right into it. For the investors, the first category are the investors or the innovators. Right, these are people who jump into an idea. Right, they jump right into it when it's an idea. All right, they don't even need to see like the product or whatever they are doing or whatever is being sold to them. They like the idea, so they tend to put money in it. Right, these are very high risk takers. Right, they buy into business ideas, they invest hoping to get some returns of interest and all that over a period of time. Those are very high risk people. Okay, those are the first people to buy into your idea. So probably you could get a family member who would give you a loan to, maybe if you want to go and open an Indomie business, they'll give you a loan to go and do the Indomie business and all that. Those are high risk takers because the possibility of them getting that money back is not so assured. Okay, but they take the risk, they believe in the idea. Okay. Then we have the early adopters. The early adopters are also high risk takers, but not like the investors or the innovators. Right? So the early adopters are people who like to be trending. Okay, they want to be the first to have something or whatever. Okay, so let's say for instance, there's a new food joint in Accra. You are most likely going to hear it from an early adopter because they've tried it, they've been there. They want to belong, they want to be the first people to taste it. Now, these are people who take risk, and I'm saying they take risk because let's use the food example for instance. For instance, my tummy is not good, so I don't eat everything. Like, I'm careful of what I eat. I eat everything, but I'm really careful of what I eat. But these are people who don't really care whether their tummy is receptible to whatever they're eating or not. They would go for it. They want to enjoy. They want to taste how it's like. SD, SDK and the squad. You get it? Yeah. So those are the people. These people tend to be very influential, and they are the ones who will drive the next two categories I'm going to talk about. Okay. So these are the next category are the early majority. The early majority people are some of us, or let me say most of us, like the name says, early majority, late majority, early majority. Yeah. So the early majority are people who are very careful when taking a risk or buying into an idea. They buy into an idea after it's been proven and tested. Okay, so then the reviews from the early adopters are good. They've seen people, not that they've seen people, but then people of influence who they follow says it is good. So then that is why they do it. And somehow this theory also lays a bit of the theory of planned behavior, where you are likely to do something because someone you respect or you follow says it is good. Okay, but that's not that's not the theory you're talking about today. You're talking about the DUI. All right. So early majority people would wait for the reviews and see how it's like. So then back to the food. So there's a food blog, and then your favorite celebrities have been to that restaurant. Okay. So then you are very likely to also go and give it a try because it's been proven and tested. You check the reviews on Google or Google Maps and all that, and it is good. Okay, so you tend to buy into it. Now, the next category are the late majority. Okay, so the late majority. So the late majority are the very skeptical people. Very, very, very skeptical people. Like nothing. I would say nothing pushes them, but then they are so not sure, despite everyone using it, they are so not sure whether they should also use it. Or sometimes it's not even about they being sure, but then they probably may not see the need to jump on the trend. You get it? Unless push comes to shove. In the sense that this time let me use something like maybe a phone. All right, so there is the Galaxy S6, there's been the S4, S5, S6, all the way through to S21, S22 and all that. Now, so these are people who are likely not to change their phones until like a software like or an app like WhatsApp stops to work on their phones. Then they see the need to upgrade. Okay, so those are the late majority. So you could have your S22, S23, S24. They are sticking to their S9 or S whatever. You get it? Until WhatsApp says that, see, I can't keep providing updates for this operating system. They are never going to change, and there is nothing you can do about it. All right. So those are the late majority. Then we have the very last group. Those are I call them the hopeless romantics. There's nothing you will do that to change their mind. Okay. And those are the laggards. Now, so as their names, laggards, like nothing. And it's mostly not because they don't believe in it. Probably could be even they don't have the income or the information to convince them to change. All right, so nothing changes them to or pushes them to even get. They don't even have the means. Sometimes they don't even have the means to jump on whatever innovation you are selling to them. All right, I'm saying it's because of personal beliefs. All right. So, how does this theory come to play? Why shouldn't you demonize your friends who don't support your business? It's rather unfortunate that about 68% of people fall into the early majority and late majority categories. Okay, so as a business person, instead of shading those people, those are the people you should rather be targeting fully because they bring a majority of the money. Okay, your returns and all that, they bring it. The investor will take his money back. The early majority people would, or the least majority would take their monies back. You get it? As well as the early adopters. So you have a business. You don't say, yeah, yes, you sell the idea, but it's not everyone who's going to buy into it first instance. All right. And it's because, as I said at the beginning of the video, their personal beliefs, age, ethnicity, religion, sex, cultural beliefs, everything. All these things come to play. So understanding your market is very important. All right. So this is a little exposition on why you don't have to shade people or your friends and family members because they didn't buy into your business idea. At every point in time, we fall into various categories. Okay, let's say I, for instance, if it's got to do back in the days when I was very young and very tech savvy, anything technology, you see me jumping into it, right? I want to be the first to try it and the rest, but now those things don't move me anymore. I think it comes with growth also. You get it, and then lack of money. Lack of money, to buy these things. But even I've realized, even when I have money, nothing pushes me to actually go in for those things. Unless, for instance, phones. Unless my phone gets spoiled, you will hardly find me changing my phone. All right, that is. So then maybe I can be at least majority. But when it comes to maybe other things like music, maybe there's a Sarkodie releases a new song. I'm one of the first people to go and listen to it. Okay, it's that not every album. It also depends on the person selling the product to me. You get it? Yeah. So at each point in time, we may fall between investors and then laggards. All right. So before you shade people for not believing in your business, have a deep retrospection about how you've also shun or avoided people's business ideas, all right, or people's technologies, innovative ideas, and the rest. Okay, so this brings me to the end of my first in-person video. I was quite shy, but I think I like it. So we'll be doing more in-person videos, and kindly tell me how this theory subscribes to how you relate to this theory. We'll be coming up with more videos. Did I say we? I mean I. But I'll be having guests on my show. So yeah, we'll be having. Oh, that's on my show, on my channel. So we'll be having more people on the channel to talk about these things. I wish I could get someone within the business field to have this video with conversation with, but that's going to take some. I'm pretty sure during another time we'll get all those resource people here. So yes, this is the M.N.M Mensah show where I bring together, or I fuse academic theories together with real life events and see how it plays out in reality. Alright, so don't forget to, I said I wasn't going to do this, but don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Not because I want the views, but then to share knowledge. Alright, let's share knowledge and all that. And yeah, catch you on my next video. Bye.